Hi. What's up? Thank you so much for allowing me to invade your phone here for just a minute. Listen, I want to send a super quick video from my heart to all of you, sharing some updates to some of my top customers for Angel Light, which is anybody who bought a candle. Let's be real, I'm a startup, and all my friends, basically, friends and family, bought a candle for me. So this is a really warm video of me explaining some of the changes with the company super quick. I'm literally playing some calming music in the background. If you're like, it sounds like she's got some soaking prayer music, I do. And I definitely have my coffee because I need both of them. Like I feel like I'm in this whirlwind these days with being a small business owner, uprooting my entire life, and then launching all the things. And so I wanted to explain the company super quick to you guys because there's some updates that you probably don't know about. Number one being shipping price breakdowns. Number two being this tremendous, kind of cool, I think, value add of custom labels I'm gonna do just through Christmas, and then also the why behind the company. You might not know that it is a subsidiary, and so I wanted to explain that a little bit. This is kind of the biggest part of the whole process. So Angel Light exists as a subsidiary, meaning it is the financial engine of my baby, if I could say it like that. Like, I feel like I've given birth, in a sense, to a movement, and it's called Beauty Is. Now, I know it's from the Lord. I know it's from the Lord, and I'm gonna send you a video explaining the why behind Beauty Is. It's 10 minutes. But Angel Light is the financial engine of this movement. So the mission statement, so to speak, Beauty Is inspires women of God to become their most beautiful selves in Christ. And the more that I'm building this, the more that I'm moving the needle forward, the DNA is coming together. The baby is still in the womb. Let me say it like that. Like, I'm about to birth it with the Lord. It's weird, I'm sorry. But the DNA is coming together. I feel like this movement is discipling God's people in the area of beauty. Right now, Christians are being discipled regarding beauty from the world. We're being told what beauty is, what it looks like, and there's a lot of deception, things that I'm teaching the word, and I'm discovering God's ways are better. God has a better way for us to look at and embrace beauty, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's gonna be big. Like, it's gonna be running alongside of Vogue, running alongside of InStyle, hopefully running ahead of them, the competitive side of me. And so we're gonna come out with excellent content, but really it's this intersection of fitness and fashion with faith. We're bringing God into this conversation of beauty and offering discipleship. So Beauty Is needs money. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, right now, Beauty Is has an employee of 1, and I feel like I'm working 2 full-time jobs. There's so much to get this brand up and running, and then I'm sure you can only imagine, like, the spiritual pressing that is, it's a lot. And I'm excited, I'm empowered, because the Lord knew it's like part of how He made me, my function. I operate best in building. But I need help. I can't do it alone. And I know the Lord's gonna bring the right people alongside of me. So Angel Light is a strategic donation. Right now, all the profits go towards Beauty Is. It is a for-profit. I'm setting it up as a for-profit, meaning when Angel Light blows up, because I have a big vision, and Beauty Is fully funded, well, then I'll begin building that company for profit. Right now, all of the profits are going towards Beauty Is, and that looks like funding my salary, which is my cost of living, which is so low because I'm all in. But I need equipment, I need employees, I need money in order to get Beauty Is up and running. So I would imagine that whatever finances coming through Angel Light will be going directly to Beauty Is for a long time. But at least right now. So when you buy a candle, you're supporting that movement. I'm gonna cry. That just means a lot, you know, and so I'm hoping that this product is something that you'll appreciate. Like, it's worth it to you, you know. It's not just like, oh, I love Kacee, so I'm gonna give. I'm doing my best to, like, really remove myself from the Beauty Is brand, because I do feel like I'm stewarding it. You know, I don't want to be the face of it at all. It actually kind of makes me a little uncomfortable to be the face of it. I don't need people to tell me I'm beautiful. That's just a side note. But here's the thing. If you're like, I had a friend reach out and she was like, you need to figure out, there's a ministry where they're a for-profit ministry, and they have an option where you can just donate rather than get a product. And so if you're like, I want to sew into Beauty Is, I'm sorry, and you just want to donate, well, you can. So I set that option up, and it's on my website. It's in like the top menu. You just click donate to Beauty Is, and you won't get a tax write-off. That's the way that it works, is if you just give to Beauty Is, and it's set up under Angel Light. It's for profit, so you won't get a tax write-off. But if you're like, I don't want a candle, I just want to support you, I want to support Beauty Is, well, you can do that. So yeah, so my camera died, the battery died, so it's been charging now for 20 minutes. I'm on a little bit of a different headspace. One quick clarification piece. So Beauty Is not a ministry. We are a lifestyle brand. I don't think it's possible to become your most beautiful self outside of Christ. So it is a Christian lifestyle brand. A lot of it is becoming more and more like it's gonna be ministry. But if you're like, well, wait a minute, isn't a ministry, isn't it? It's not. It's a lifestyle brand. Kind of think of it like Vogue is a magazine, but they're more than a magazine. They have influence, they have presence in the beauty arena. Beauty Is, that's the space that we'll be entering into. Influencers in the realm of beauty, disciplers in the realm of beauty, bringing content that is centered on Christ into the conversation of beauty. It's no longer a mason jar. Get this. The entire nation is out of this 16-ounce mason jar. This was a large brand, the Ball, B-A-L-L. I mean, basically they work with major retailers, and unless you get like a quantity of 10,000. So like the major retailers were Michael's, Target, Walmart, so on, and Kroger's. I vetted all of them. They were out. So I went to the parent company, Newell. They're like, I had to do some digging. They're like, we're not going to get anything out until March because of COVID. They stopped producing this. There's a glass shortage. So wild. I'm like, I can't use my mason jar. What am I gonna do? Redirect. So that being said, my costs as a small business owner have really shifted, which I'll explain here in a little bit. My cost of the jar is like 7 times more than what it was before, but the jar is beautiful. So let me show. Here we go. So yeah, so it is now, I'll show you some photos because it's kind of overexposed. It's 22 ounces, okay, more than double of what you previously had. It's double wicked, I'm sure you can see there. The wax is still the coconut soy wax. We've got 5 fragrances. I used to do a candle of the month. Now we have access to 5 of the most popular. Those are all online. We're definitely doing, this is Cozy Christmas, the warm vanilla, which is what we launched with, one of the most popular. We've got the Abiding Glow, which is cashmere. We also have Beautiful Bliss, which is the cucumber melon, Sea Breeze, which was the ocean, and then there's one more, but it's all online. Just 5 cents for now. So yeah, so this is the candle. It's twice as big now. It's $22. So before it was $8, right? I wish I knew that I priced it super low. I had a lot of people going, I think you should raise your prices. I think you should, and I just felt like it was $8. Why? Because I wanted to build a brand. I wanted to build connection with you guys and more people. I wanted it to be affordable. I am so in that lane of like, if it's not competitive, like in terms of affordability, I don't necessarily get it. That's how I think as a businesswoman. So I priced it low, knowing I wasn't gonna make a lot of profit, and I gave half my profits away. My profits were so low, which was fine for that season. So now this is 22. I think it's absolutely worth 22, if not more, as I look at some of my competitors. But to be frank, I am not in this anymore to be the most competitive price. Like I want to build quality products where people they recognize the value and they're investing their money. I'm doing custom labels for Christmas, going through Christmas. And so candles are neat because they're already just like warm, like sentimental. Like you light a candle because like it's comforting. You light a candle because you want to shift an atmosphere. It's a mood setter, and so candles are already sentimental. What you guys can go ahead and do now is you just reach out to me. I'm small enough to handle this capacity. You can work with me, and I'm going to help you develop, if you want, a custom label. Now if you're like, no, I just want to go with, you know, the basic, then it's going to look like, and I'll show you a small photo here too, but it'll just be the name of the candle along with the scent. But if you wanted to switch it up, so for example, I've got some options here. So we've got Let Your Light Shine, which is a scripture. So let's say you're like, I want to put a scripture on here for someone's life verse, like my friend's life verse, my mom's life verse, or a verse that I think of when I, you know, hear that person. Here we've got Mary's candle. Shout out to my girl Mary, who was so supportive in my launch. So you could do something like that, like, I don't know, Tyler's candle for you, Katrina, or your daughter, you want to put their name on it, so-and-so's candle. These are all just ideas. Truly, sky's the limit. I wrote a little prayer here. This is a very like sentimental prayer, but you could, you know, you could put together a little prayer. I would say not too many words because the font is small, and so I can work with you in the design, like, oh, we gotta cut out some words. The less words, the better. So it just kind of takes that sentimental part of the candle to the next level. Like you can personalize it. But I wanted to put that on your guys' radar. And let's say that you work for a company, you want to get all your employees a candle. You're like, yes, Kacee, I want to support you as a small business owner, and I want to get my friends, my family, or whatever. Work with me. Maybe we could develop something where it's like the name of the company. Like for me, maybe I would put Beauty Is on the main label. Or for Messenger, you know, a Messenger International, Messenger Family could be on the label, or some sort of like sentiment. Anyways, let me know if you have any questions. You can just text me. So shipping. So I live in Redding now. Most of my market is in Colorado. So as far as shipping goes, so I vetted and I vetted and I vetted, you guys, and you probably know Amazon is like monopolizing the shipping industry. And as a consumer, I appreciate the fact that I get free shipping. I'm not mad about it as a consumer. As a small business owner, I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna do this? So I went to all the options of shipping, FedEx, USPS, UPS. I've looked into Amazon, so that's a consideration, but so the best option for you guys and for me is to go with the one rate box. Now the cool thing about the one rate box is it's one rate and it fits up to 4 of my new candles. So I mean, I literally calculated 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle, 4 candles to Colorado, to Wisconsin, to Key West, Florida. I was like, okay, what's the difference? And the prices for like, sometimes for like 1 or 2 candles was up to $30 to some of those locations. The one rate box is it's between $15 and $16, depending on if I go with FedEx versus USPS, but it's no more than $16. And so anyways, so that box literally is the same price for shipping whether you get 1 candle or whether you get 4 candles. So here's my pitch. Buy 4 candles and it's $4 per shipping if you break it down that way, per candle type thing. So in other words, the price of shipping is the same whether you get 1 candle, 2 candles, 3 candles, 4 candles, which I think is kind of cool because it's not as much as 33, which literally was the cost for one of them, but it jumps up to 20 so quickly even at 2 candles. So anyways, without getting too businessy, that's the shipping excitement that I have. And so I will say there's one caveat, and I vetted all of them, you guys, whether it was, you know, like the box versus the one rate. So 1 candle shipped to Colorado is just under 12. So if my friends in Colorado are like, I just want 1 candle, I will hook you up. I will work that out for you. Just my friends, not everybody, but my friends, like, yeah, you can do shipping for 12. That's fine. But $3 more, you can get 2 candles, and the shipping cost is the same. So anyways, so yeah, so that's the deal with shipping. So let's say that you're like, I'm on board, I love this, I want to be a part of the mission of Angel Light and the movement of Beauty Is. I would love your help. Beyond buying the candle, potentially sewing into Beauty Is, you know, if you're like thinking along those lines, could you tell some people about this? Like, think of your candle loving friends. maybe 5-10 people, share angel light with them. Maybe send them a post, be like, hey, you gotta check this out going into Christmas. Like, just think about your candle lovers and help me spread the light, spread the word. In that regard, I would super appreciate it. And last but not least, if you have any ideas, you're like, Kacee, have you thought of this? Like in a business spectrum, or I don't know, just something you're hearing this and you've got ideas percolating. Have you thought of this? Have you thought of this? Have you thought of this? Whether it's business ideas for the candle, or I don't know, anything. I'm all ears. I love creative collaboration. I love innovating, and I can't do this alone. I'm not even gonna try. All right, bless you guys. Thank you.